So this is going to be my 11th video. This is going to be an interesting one. So in the last few days, um, I've been just working on the website, trying to figure out my idea, how to build this as a brand, a company, stuff like that. And I've been stuck on a few things here and there, and as expected, right? So things don't really happen overnight. So I was talking to one of my friends today, and he goes, you know, I get you're not trying to sell something that people can hold. You're trying to sell yourself. And he goes, what makes you different than anyone else? He goes, because right now, everything essentially you're saying, someone else is saying, and is doing the same thing, but better. And it's true. And I've thought to myself, the two things that you should ask yourself: who are you as a person? And what mark do you want to leave on the world? And I can tell you right now, who I am as a person, it's interesting how you would ask that because if you talk to my grandma, she goes, "Oh, I'm an alcoholic." But she hasn't drank in 40 years. So that's who she was. But she hasn't separated who she was to who she is now. And I guess who I was in the past, I drank, sinned, partied, did whatever I could do to get myself ahead that day. So then I'm thinking, okay, right now I'm watching every door close on me, but I'm watching every door almost reopen on me, which is interesting because it's like I'm watching life go around in a circle. And if you don't figure out the right path, you just get the same type of energy, just different people, same scenario. And so he goes, well, what are you selling? What makes it that I want to come and see you, who you are, and stuff like that? And so, okay, when I say, who am I as a person? Right now, I work out 2 hours a day. I eat fruits, vegetables, grains, and milk. And even though I don't have much money, I'm very thankful for life around me. This is probably the first time where my highs and my lows are like this. And if you said, well, do you like being like that? I've seen a lot of highs and I've seen a lot of lows. And if I were to say, what would I like to do for the rest of my life that would make me happy and just enjoy the world? So if I looked at myself right now, I obviously like bling. I do like shiny things. I'm still that person. But I've worked hard for everything that I've ever owned. So moving forward, I would like to build this company one step at a time. I want to show people that I went at the age of 36, almost weighing 400 pounds, the age of hopefully 39, 40. Like I'm 38 right now, so I'm giving myself another year or two that I really want to just pressure myself and just work hard. Maybe I'm not going to have a lot of money in my bank. That's fine. That's fine. But if I know that every day I work out, I eat healthy, and I just looked at it this year and I'm going, okay, everything's broken me down. I was going to buy just some nice stuff if I had money this year. I wanted to get red cowboy boots, red cowboy hat, red fur jacket. Like I'm just that guy. I do like dressing different. And when I look at my upbringing, this is interesting because my family comes from the dark side of the world, and I understand that. I my my nickname is a mob boss mentality. I have that mob boss mentality, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, you know, I walk with them, talk with them. I give them a lot of respect. They give me a lot of respect. I trust those people more with my life, knowing that they could take my life like that than most people on the other side, and that's okay. But then I can tell you, I've also worked in situations where I've met two people who make $1 million a day on the corporate side of the world. And like when you look at them, they got stress. They must have stress. They got 30, 40,000 people working for them. They got companies upon companies. They're taking care of a lot of lives. That's a lot of stress. And you know what? They have to figure out how to control their lives and make it so it's like this. They can't be riding the highs and lows. They can't, right? So who am I as a person? I like to work out. I like to dress good. And at the end of the day, last week was probably one of the happiest days I've had was which was Halloween. I dressed up in a white fur jacket. Lots of people come and talk to me. And I watch the people and I watch their eyes and I go, I've had such a horrible year, but tonight it just felt so nice. I'm not saying that you should rely on people to make yourself better because they have their own journeys, their own paths, and whoever comes into your life is supposed to teach you something. Take it for what it's worth. And I just felt so blessed. And I'm going to tell you, even tonight, I'm going to go out tonight. I've already talked to people from the mall, talked to people at the gym, and it's just the way people, even when things are down, it's nice that they still try to find a way to move forward and be that person. And so, who am I as a person? And I keep somehow going around. That's the salesman in me. If you can't find the answer, you go around the answer and just come up with something until you sounds beautiful and good. That's the old me. But if I just gotta be honest, who am I as a person? What would make me happy for the rest of my life? I would like to get a six pack. I'd like to be in shape. I'd like to be calm. No addictions. And maybe look at the ocean, travel warm places around the world, and just meet people. That that would make me happy. How do you build a brand around that? So on the one side, I grew up with the gangbangers. On the other side, I grew up with the military life. I got mob boss mentality on one side of my personality, and I got corporate on the other side. And the difference is even though probably too clean for the dark side, I'm probably too clean for the corporate side. I gotta be an entrepreneur. So my whole brand and me, this is what you're seeing. Is you're gonna see someone who every day is just gonna work out, eat properly, and if I have any stress or problems, I'm gonna deal with it healthy. A thought is only 30 seconds, and I'm gonna tell you last week I had some major triggers, which those are childhood triggers, but sometimes you gotta when you're in the dark shadow of yourself and you're watching like your past come up. Great way to break you down, but whew, welcome. You just truly get to see it. And I stepped out thinking, man, is that reality? It's not reality. That's nothing. That's me in the past. Depression and anxiety, right? Isn't that how it goes? If you're depressed, that means you're depressed about something in the past. You can't change the past. And even I went to the gym today. This guy who we snapped at each other, but we kind of just give waves saying like, hey, like hi, how are you doing? We actually talked today. I just told him I was like, man, I didn't mean anything about how that came across, like our first interaction. And that could have been me thinking about the past. That was me just clearing up the line, saying like, hey, like I appreciate what you do in the gym. Like I have a different mindset, and I'm sorry if it comes across as different to you. Meant no harm. Like, who are you? I want to know about you. Works for the army, so he's got a different mindset than I do. But we talked. talked for 10, 15 minutes. Good guy, great guy. And then like I went to the mall and I talked to another girl who has a twin flame. She's going through her spiritual awakening. And at the end of the day, I told her, I said, "This is for you to look at yourself. Wherever you think you were in the past, that's gone. That all gets shedded off. It's time to build the new you because at the end of the day, what you may think you want in the past, nah. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm a finance major. I tried for my CFA, going for the big home run. If I got that first exam, 6 figures right off the bat. Didn't happen. I was close. I was close. Didn't get it. But you know what? I woke up and I kept going, kept going, kept going. Just trying to be better every day, put 5% better every day. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's just me moving forward. I'm going to build this brand. I'm eventually going to go travel the world. And, you know, when everything I've ever done, I did when I was drunk, it was probably a fake falseness because, like, I don't think I would have done it if I was sober. But now, here's the interesting thing. You watch me go karaoke, yo, I am the worst singer in the entire world. Like 2 out of 10. I know this. I know this. But the thing is, I'll go up on stage sober. My arms are just shaking. My inner gut is just rumbling. And I go, you know you suck. So what does it matter? Just go have fun. Because the people who are really good get scared, get nervous. And I'm just thinking, yo, they're really good. They're 9 out of 10. And they're scared and nervous. You're 2 out of 10. Who cares? At the end of the day, we're not going to die. If you died on the stage because you had like the best song of your life with the worst voice, I don't know. That's one hell of a way to just say, hey, I died on stage doing this. They'd be like, well, that's one heck of a way to die. So you know what? It's not going to kill you. It's not going to kill you. Nothing kills you. Like things will kill you if you're not smart. Don't take my words too literally like that, but you know. And I can also tell you, like, when I go to the bar, I like to show up, dress up, smell good, fresh. My clothes are clean, maybe a tie. Like I make sure I come out good. I don't drink anymore. So you know how hard it is to like go into the bar scene and start making friends? It's a fake encouragement. But you know what? I did it. And now I'm willing to go and talk to everyone. I remember everyone's names. I remember stories. I know I know way too much, to be honest with you. But when I go out, it's so nice because the people who don't like me, it's okay. There's 95 people in that place that will probably come up and talk to me for 30 minutes or more. And it'll be a great conversation and their lives are just happy in certain parts and some parts are going wrong, but you know, it's nice to see how people work through things and give advice and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build up this company every day, even if I have nothing. I'm going to make sure my bills are taken care of. My addiction is going to be eating healthy, just trying to build this up one step at a time. And the end goal, like I said, I like to look good. So maybe I eventually get this in 10, 20 years where it becomes big enough that I can build up a clothing line, a nice stylish clothing line, or a nice stylish gym workout wear. Who knows where this can lead? But at the end of the day, I like this life. Can't help with anything in the past. That's the direction. Anything that happens tomorrow, that's just anxiety. All I can do is today. So, who am I? I'm just today. I'm Dustin. I live for today. You know, I try to be 1% better. You know, I got Mormons that keep coming to my door and it's listening to them. And she goes, well, what's happiness? And I said, you can't have emotions anymore because if I think I'm going to chase happiness for the rest of my life, you- you're chasing that high. What if I just said, like, hey, you know, I went and walked around today and the sun was out and the birds were actually singing and the snow was melting. And I'm going, you know, like, this is a lot nicer walk than most normal days and people are a little bit happier. Maybe that's the happiness for today. And I'm just going to show you guys because I want to be who I am. And it's funny because I don't pray out loud, but I'm going to show you this because this is my everyday process when I have thoughts that I don't like. And it's just a way for me to change things around. I go, Dear God, dear Jesus, my soul, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors. Thank you very much for everything you've given me today, the fresh air I breathe, the water I drink, the birds, the bees, the insects, the organisms, the plants, the animals, everything that it takes for you to just give me one day to move forward. Thank you for keeping me strong. Thank you for keeping me with my addictions. Thank you for the twin flame who has put me through hell. I hope that she gets through her addictions and she finds the right way in life. Thank you for my best friends. Thank you for everything you've given me. I know that today I'm just trying to be better. All I can say is God bless. Amen. I do that every time I have a bad thought. I don't know how long that was 40, 45 seconds, something like that. But at the end of the day, change your thoughts. Get rid of the outside noise and focus on what's in the inside. Because I would love to travel the world and hang out with the elite. And maybe it's not my time. I think everyone wants that, right? But you know what? I'm going to do this one step at a time. I'm going to treat everyone with love, respect, and like I said, I got that mall boss mentality. I'd rather take care of my community and make sure my community does well. Because you know what? If I can't start in my own community, then what's the point of me trying to take over the world? It doesn't work. I'm going to tell you right now, I could change this system. I could change the healthcare system. I could change the work system. But the thing is the government and corporations are not supposed to be tied together. They're pretty much in bed together. They're just holding each other's hands and going up the ladder. If you think about it, the government makes you want to be reliant on them and say that they will take care of you. And then there's a propaganda, like if you guys came out of school and you don't know what the hell you're doing in life, welcome to like 95% of the world. But what if you came out of school knowing 70% of things that could happen to you, and then you only had to worry about 30% of your life? Man, those highs and lows are a lot different, no? Who knew? Instead of like, maybe building every house with solar panels, building every house instead of having a rec room or something, maybe you build a garden and show people how to garden in their own homes. Who knows? Wouldn't that be interesting? That being said, just gotta take your losses before you become the boss. Try to be 1% better every day. God bless you. Amen. Today's Friday. This is this is gonna be a great month. I really hope everyone just realizes like, yo, this is a marathon, not a sprint. You don't need to like just hurt somebody or do whatever you need to get ahead today. Think about the long run. Just, you know, find your happiness. But happiness is daily. Don't chase it. Don't chase your highs. Don't chase your lows. Just be happy. Just understand the situations and understand life and just, I don't know. I don't know. Be with one with nature. Enjoy all the energy that's come to you. Thank you for everything. God bless.